Okay, welcome back everybody to another Pickled Dragon Unscripted. We have the talented Dracoya with us still here in the Big Easy. Yes, we're having a lot of fun. So before we get started, I would like to say that this Japanese whiskey, that too, it's got a fancy box that we've been drinking on. It's quite good. It's quite good.
It's floral, it's light, it's very aromatic. It's got like notes of spice on the palate, but it's not too harsh. It's a really interesting whiskey. Highly recommend. If you guys have never tried Japanese whiskey, let us know below. In fact, while you're there, why don't you go ahead and subscribe for us? Please, yes. And thank you. In celebration of me coming all the way down here, help support my plane ticket back home and maybe back here again. Subscribe.
Yes, and you can also support the channel other ways. You can go to dnddice.com and use promo code PICKLED.
What's the promo code?
Pickled.
Oh.
Pickled. They have beautiful dice with these awesome inclusions in them. We're going to be featuring some of them here soon. But that also can help support the channel. But in the meantime, we are revisiting a topic because I thought it would eventually kind of go away, but it didn't.
It's not going.
No. And that is the combat wheelchair. Wheelchairs in fantasy role-playing. As a wheelchair user myself, this is it drives me insane. Absolutely insane, because it's just pandering. I get it. The person that designed the combat wheelchair is a wheelchair user, and that's fine. But to me, when we look at a picture like this, I think there's one of two reactions. There's the reaction of, well, that dude's going to die because he can't see a damn thing behind him, which is one of my personal fears. I can't turn around at all. I'm stuck in this chair. And the other reaction is more of an activist reaction, and that is, the representation. It warms the cockles of my heart. But, art in fantasy role-playing is meant to inspire. It's meant to give you, put you in the moment, inspire your imagination as you're playing a role-playing game. And I don't think pictures like this do either.
No, plus you mentioned something. He's got stairs. So there's stairs right in front of him. How did he get up, and then how is he going to come back down? How's that going to work?
They're supposed to be adventuring in Ravenloft, of all things.
Okay.
The place is filled with stairs and uneven floors, and what would happen if that dude falls in a pit trap? He's absolutely screwed.
There's only so many times you can cast Featherfall, guys.
And I have been confronted by people who say, why is it in a fantasy role-playing game where there's magic, you've got to bag on wheelchairs because that's just a bridge too far? No, it's a bridge too far because it is a fantasy role-playing game. There's magic, like restoration and regeneration. There's absolutely no reason why that guy should be in a wheelchair. None.
You can bring a guy back from the dead, but you can't heal him out of a wheelchair?
Yeah. I mean, and I've got other problems with this picture too.
Okay, do tell us.
This dude looks like he belongs in Call of Cthulhu. He's got the trench coat, the suit and tie, the cane sword. He doesn't look like he belongs in D&D at all. And this lady, she's wearing high heels on an adventure.
Yeah, but, most women are expected to do everything in heels. We got to go clubbing in heels. We have to go on a date in heels. We have to go run a mile in heels. I mean, who saw the last Jurassic Park movie? She was running away from a T-Rex in heels.
It's silly. I mean, this is a silly picture, and it goes on. It doesn't stop. There's our Call of Cthulhu guy with his watch fob hanging out, and our guy here again. It just, if one of these little demonic dolls climbed up behind him, he wouldn't be able to defend himself, nor would he probably even realize it's there until there was claws tearing his face to ribbons. You know,
God.
it's silly. It's silly. You know, and you know, there's more pictures like this out there. Like this one drives me insane. Like one of the things that as a paraplegic you have to do is protect your shoulders. You're never supposed to have too much strain on your shoulders. Because believe it or not, when all of your muscles don't work except for your arms and shoulders, you know, you don't have the core strength to be able to do stuff like this.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And all I see is a guy blowing out his shoulders there, or her shoulders. I can't tell which one it is.
Well, plus that chair, it's got metal and wood bits. I mean, that chair's got to be at least 40 or 50 pounds. And this person doesn't look like they're very big either. So that's like half their body weight, if not more.
And once they get up there and they pull themselves through the window onto the floor, what then? Like, how are they going to get back out again? Are they going to go down the stairs? You know, like pictures like this are ridiculous. And, you know, and it makes me really think, you know, obviously this is a paraplegic. So where does this all stop?
Yeah.
Where is our quadriplegics? Why aren't they represented? Where are our tetraplegics? You know, where are the armless, people without arms? You know, where does this stop? It's silly pandering. You know, and you know, I realize that the person, like I said, the person that designed this was a wheelchair user, but you know, that's fine. You do you, but this art in the player's handbooks and prominently displayed. It's not fitting for fantasy role playing, and for me, it's just a painful pandering that when I see it, it makes me sick. Makes me sick. I think that's the best way to put it. You know, and there, you know, it doesn't stop there. This is one that you had picked out.
Yeah, this one was really graphic and unnecessary to me. I don't know, just the legs being amputated, and then Matt, you brought up a really good point about her chair. There's this box thing underneath it. And Matt, you had mentioned, like, if she's rolling her chair and she hits anything at all, I mean, that chair is going to get stuck. It's going to get damaged. It's not a smart design. It's not smart to have this in a fantasy or an old medieval setting anyway, which she clearly is.
The sword on the back, like...
How's she going to get to it?
You know, what... How is she going to get any leverage to swing that warhammer? Like,
right.
There's no thought given to this. It's just, how can I impress the people out there who are looking for representation? Yeah. And it's, like I said, I'm a wheelchair user. None of this makes me happy at all.
It's a little infuriating.
So I found this funny. I'm going to move us over here. The Aarakocra, witnessing the obvious demise of his companion, flies away yelling, "Fuck this noise!" You know, like obviously that lady's dead. Mm-hmm. That lady is dead. And that's what would happen. Like, first of all, you wouldn't have a wheelchair in the snow anyway. You wouldn't be going anywhere.
There's no way.
But let's just, for the sake, it's a fantasy game with magic. So she's managed to wheel her chair out in the middle of the tundra. You know, she's just flat-footed dead right there. Just dead. Dead. So, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Are we wrong? Are we right? You should like, comment, subscribe. Let us know. Do you think that there should be representation of people in the fantasy world? Should we stop it at wheelchairs? What happens to the other representation? Should there be more representation for quadriplegics and people who are amputees? Let us know. Comment, like, subscribe.
Please subscribe. And
come back and have another round on us.
Yes.